Winter can be a time of stillness, where the land rests and the snow blankets the world in quiet beauty. But for the resourceful homesteader, snow and ice are more than just a seasonal challenge. They are tools, gifts from nature waiting to be harnessed. Today, on Buckeye Bloomstead, we explore the creative and practical ways snow and ice can serve your homestead. Stick around, you won't want to miss this frosty journey. Snow is, at its core, frozen water, a resource that no homestead can do without. On average, 10 inches of snow can yield about 1 inch of water. Whether your pipes are frozen or your well is running dry, snow can be melted to meet a variety of needs. From watering livestock to washing dishes, snow offers a renewable water source during the winter months. To melt snow effectively, use a pot on a wood stove or set up an outdoor fire pit with a sturdy metal container. Be sure to filter and purify the water, especially if the snow contains debris. Add a little liquid water to the pot to start the melting process. This prevents scorching and makes the task more efficient. Snow isn't just a nuisance during winter, it's a surprisingly effective insulator. With its ability to trap air, snow provides a natural barrier against cold winds and freezing temperatures. Homesteaders can pile snow against animal shelters, barns, or even greenhouses to add an extra layer of warmth and protection during harsh winters. Inside animal shelters, a thick layer of straw can serve as an excellent bedding material. Unlike blankets, which can freeze and become stiff, or hay, which is prone to mildew, straw retains warmth and remains dry longer. Piling up a generous layer of straw inside your animal shelters will help keep your livestock cozy. However, let's be clear, this doesn't apply to all animals. The photo shown here, for example, includes a dog as a visual. While some breeds are designed to tolerate extreme cold and protect livestock, most dogs, especially family pets, should be brought indoors during freezing temperatures. Always prioritize the safety and well-being of your fur babies by ensuring they're sheltered appropriately, warm, and cared for in these conditions. Now that we've seen how snow keeps things warm, let's turn our attention to how it can cool and preserve, a trick as old as time itself. Before modern refrigeration, ice was the ultimate way to preserve food. On the homestead, you can still use this time-honored technique. If you have access to a pond or a frozen lake, harvest blocks of ice and store them in an insulated space, like an ice house or a cellar lined with sawdust or straw. This method can extend the shelf life of perishable goods, from dairy to meats, even in modern times. Ice preservation is an art that bridges the gap between old-world wisdom and sustainable living. What about you? Have you ever used snow or ice creatively on your homestead? Share your ideas and experiences in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Speaking of sustainability, let's look at how snow can be a gardener's secret weapon, even in the dead of winter. Snow isn't just a nuisance for your garden, it's a protective layer. When snow blankets the soil, it acts as an insulator, shielding plant roots from extreme cold and temperature fluctuations. It also prevents soil erosion during winter storms and adds a slow-release moisture system as it melts. Consider it a natural mulch, preserving the life beneath the surface for the growing season ahead. But what about when snow piles up and becomes a problem? Let's turn that inconvenience into an opportunity. Excess snow can be used as a temporary structural reinforcement. By packing it around fences or weak walls, you can provide additional support until repairs can be made. Just remember to monitor melting patterns to ensure water runoff doesn't damage your property. Before we wrap up, we thought it might be helpful to share a few additional tidbits of information. Winter offers so many unique opportunities for resourcefulness, and there are some creative ways to make snow and ice work even harder for you on the homestead. Also, we have a couple of very special bonuses for watching this video, so be sure to watch until the end. I promise you won't want to miss out. Okay, let's dive into some bonus ideas to expand on what we've already covered. The role of snow in emergency water storage. Snow isn't just frozen precipitation, it's a potential lifeline in emergencies. On the homestead, snow can be collected, melted, and filtered to provide an emergency water source. While it's not ideal to rely on snow for hydration without treatment, it's a valuable backup during unexpected water shortages. To make snow water safe for drinking, always boil it or use a high-quality water filtration system to remove impurities. Remember, snow is airier than it looks. 1 gallon of water requires roughly 10 gallons of snow, so plan accordingly. This can be especially useful in areas prone to unexpected winter storms or water main breaks. Now, let's look at how snow can even play a part in soil preparation. Snow and ice are more than just a part of winter. They're resources waiting to be tapped by the creative homesteader. From insulation and preservation to soil protection and emergency structures, there's so much these elements can do to help sustain your homestead. Believe it or not, snow can actually benefit your soil. As it melts, snow provides slow, deep watering to the ground, which is ideal for hydrating the soil without causing erosion. Furthermore, snow absorbs nitrogen from the atmosphere and deposits it into the soil, acting as a natural fertilizer. If you're planning for spring planting, use the melted snow to enrich your garden beds. By collecting and distributing snow across your raised beds, you can prepare the soil for planting, giving your crops a head start when the weather warms. Before modern refrigeration, ice was an essential tool for preserving food. On the homestead, ice can still play a similar role. If you find yourself with an abundance of perishable goods during winter, create a simple ice box outdoors. Line a wooden box or insulated container with layers of ice and straw to keep food chilled without electricity. This method works particularly well for root vegetables, canned goods, and even meats if you need a short-term cold storage solution. With careful management, you can keep items fresh even during extended power outages. Winter on the homestead isn't just about practicality, it's also about finding joy in the little things. Snow can be used to create temporary outdoor play areas or even art. Sculpting snow into fun shapes or creating a winter-themed garden display can bring charm to your property and uplift your spirits during the colder months. For those with children, a snow-themed scavenger hunt or a simple snow fort project can be a memorable way to spend the day while embracing the season's unique beauty. Now here is one of the special treats for those of you who have stayed with us this far. Have you ever had snow ice cream? It's so delicious and so easy to make. If you haven't, you sure are missing out. You really need to try this. It is beyond easy and only requires a few ingredients, and one of them is free. The kids and those kids at heart will love this. Now, before we continue here, for those who are worried about chemicals in freshly fallen snow, please don't send us hateful comments, because unfortunately, there are more chemicals in most of today's foods and store-bought ice cream than the fresh fallen snow you will use for this recipe. I promise you, if you are using clean snow, your children will live through the process and have an amazing lifelong memory. Let's go. Collect 8 to 9 cups of freshly fallen snow. Your kids will have fun collecting the snow. This is so easy, they can make it themselves. Just make sure to use fresh fallen snow when making snow ice cream. You can place a couple of large bowls outside as it's snowing, or wait for enough to fall and have the kids collect it. Just make sure it is clean and fresh. Then take your collected snow and place snow into one large bowl. Pour condensed milk over the snow and add vanilla. Slowly mix to combine. Serve immediately in bowls with or without sprinkles, or add cinnamon to it or anything else you desire. That's all there is to it. And the main ingredient, the snow was free. Now stay tuned, we still have another surprise coming up, so keep watching. Let's talk a minute about microclimates and how important that is if you plant a garden. Winter is a great time to determine where those microclimates are. Paying attention to where snow melts the fastest on your property can reveal microclimates, areas that are slightly warmer or cooler than the surrounding environment. Use these observations to strategically plan garden layouts, livestock shelter placement, or water storage areas. By learning to read the natural patterns on your land, you can make more informed decisions about where to focus your homesteading efforts. As you can see, a winter landscape full of untapped potential. From insulating your animals and plants to preparing your garden for spring, snow, and ice, offer countless opportunities for creativity and resourcefulness on the homestead. But if you're interested in more insights and practical advice, check out our video on homesteading hurdles, how to thrive in tough times. You'll find even more tips to navigate the challenges of homesteading in today's world. Winter, with all its challenges, also brings a unique and breathtaking beauty to our world. The stillness of snow-covered landscapes, the sparkle of ice on tree branches, and the serenity of a frosty morning remind us of the wonder that each season holds. Now for our final bonus of the video. For the next few moments, we invite you to pause and take in the peaceful beauty of winter set to music. As we close this video, let's reflect on how this incredible season inspires us to adapt, create, and thrive. Enjoy these stunning winter scenes, and we'll see you again soon. But before we continue with the beautiful winter footage, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Buckeye Bloomstead for more insights and inspiration.
Thank you.